stuff, thinking about things, thinking about stuff and things. I don't really have a lot of friends, and it's not anybody's actual fault but mine. And the reason is because I push everybody away. I don't really like being around people. Well, I don't know if that's 100% true. I like being around people. I just don't like being the one that's making it happen. I feel like it's more I can deal with people passively. I don't go out of my way to talk to other people, and for the most part, if you call me, I probably won't answer. And I'll lie and say I'm busy. Because I'd rather text, because I don't like stopping what I'm doing to have a conversation with anybody. There's only very few people that I will actually answer the phone for. And that would be my wife, my sister, and my dad. And pretty much anybody else I really don't want to talk to. And it's not that I'm an asshole or anything, it's just that I'm the lonerest of loners, and I tend to get irritated with people pretty quick. It's like I can deal with people in short bursts, but if I have to deal with them too much, I get annoyed by them. Little idiosyncrasies that they have annoys the crap out of me. Like if they're too full of themselves, or they gotta make everything about them. The worst one is if I catch them in a lie. If I catch them lying about something about their past or anything like that, I immediately don't want to be around them anymore because I feel like they make shit up. And if I don't feel like I'm getting the honest truth, or if I'm learning something that I feel like it's not worth my time, I guess. So, and I say that as in, like, if you would say, well, it doesn't matter if they're lying about a story from their past as long as it's entertaining, right? Like, but why am I going to get invested in what somebody says if it's not true? I guess that's probably why it's so hard for me to watch new movies that come out and stuff, because I don't like getting invested in stories that aren't true. And then, like, if I do get caught up into it like a fiction, I end up liking it like a whole lot. But it has to be like an anime or something like that. I can't deal with people trying to talk about stories from their past that you just know is bullshit, but they're trying to pass it off as the truth. I just can't do that, and that's crap that annoys me about people. It's like my dad had this friend, Paul, and it's like everything that came out of this dude's mouth was bullshit. And to the point where, like, every time he would try and tell me a story, it's just like I almost wanted to walk into the other room because I just knew that he was full of shit. Just like retarded stuff. Like, he tried saying that he was in the military and he was part of the guys that were in Afghanistan teaching them how to use rocket launchers to protect themselves from the Russians. When all that was happening, he wasn't even old enough to be in the military. And my dad knew him when he was that young and confirmed to me that no, he was never in the military. He's just a liar. And I think that dude's problem was that, like, he felt like he had to lie about everything to make people like him. even though he was a likable guy. That was the thing. He was a likable guy, but he just lied about everything and came up with these like fantastical stories that just never happened. It's like that comedian, I think his name is David Cummings. He was talking about the people that are like build your own story people. He was like that. But anyways, that's just like, I don't like being around people, but I was sitting there thinking, I was like, you know, I'm pretty depressed all the time. I deal with pretty bad depression. Yet I push people away from me. I don't really have a bunch of friends or anything like that. But when I go to places like bars and stuff, even though I'm not even a big drinker, that I kind of feel like the people that are in bars and stuff are people like me. Like, the type of person that goes to like redneck bars is the type of person that has a troubled past and not necessarily good friends with the law, and probably doesn't have a lot of friends themselves, but they can get along with everybody else in the bar at any given time and play pool with people and get along. And generally when you're at a bar, like a redneck bar, that pretty much people are just kind of like everybody's friend while you're in there until they close. People generally, at least in my experience, don't tend to get in fights a lot in like redneck bars and stuff like that, cowboy bars. It's usually like really young people that come into redneck bars that try and take offense to everything and act like everything's fighting words. Those people are just annoying, and honestly, you don't want people like that in those types of places anyways. When you're in a redneck bar, nobody cares what race you are. Nobody cares if you're white or Hispanic or black or whatever. Nobody cares. Everybody gets along. You can deal with all the smoke lingering in the air and the sometimes crappy music. I like country music, but sometimes they play crappy stuff in bars, I'm not gonna lie. You always have that one person that comes in there and kills the mood with something that's just like absolutely not the theme of the bar. Like, you can't go into like a country redneck bar and play mumble rap. It just doesn't work. I don't know if there's a point to this, but I figured that since I have subscribers now, I'd start posting videos talking about my feelings and whatnot while I drive around with my baby. She's cute. I'm not going to put her on the internet though, but you can hear her in the background. She's awesome. Hey, we're almost home. It's okay. Yeah, Daddy's talking to his phone, I know. But anyways, I may just do little videos like this whenever I get bored, since I'm a stay-at-home dad, and most of the time I don't have anybody to talk to, for the most part anyways, so I'll talk to people on the internet. If you like it, let me know in the comments that you like it. If you don't comment anything, and I'll know that it was something that fell flat on its face. So, I guess what I mean is do what you want. So, anyways, until next time.